What is going on, people? It's Kim here, and just before I get into anything, I have to say I have got a sore throat, as you could probably just tell with that intro there, and you might be able to tell later on in this video as well. So yeah, if my voice is a bit croaky, if I cough or anything, that is why. I really can't help it. And I'm sorry about it. But basically, welcome back to FIFA 15 anyway. It's taken me a while to think about what sort of series to do. I was on Twitter last night, and a friend of mine on Twitter actually suggested that I do something with Barcelona. So the aim of this is, I'm just gonna make a move now, by the way. Yeah, the aim of this is, because I do understand that Barcelona are quite an OP side. They're probably, I mean, Arsenal are the best side that I've done a career mode as, so it's something, new for me, because I'm not used to playing as a side that are as OP as Barcelona. I mean, you look at that front three right there, Messi, Suarez and Neymar. It's absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be really, well, I don't want it to be too easy. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But in order to make sure it's not too easy, now Liga BBVA is going to be reasonably easy, because Real Madrid and Atletico are the only two sides that I can see giving me any bother. Other than that, I think we should probably be winning the league. But the Champions League should prove a little bit more difficult. And although I am managing Barcelona, what I am going to try and do is, I basically devoted myself to a certain country, a certain national team, should they come on for me, and that is Spain. So it might, they might not come in for me until, I don't know, 3 seasons down the line, but what I'm going to do anyway is try and help rebuild their squad, because obviously we've seen in real life how Spain have been performing, especially in the World Cup, pretty badly, to be fair. So what I'm going to try and do is help Spain have something like Germany, where they've got their main players and obviously lots of young talent coming up as well. So yeah, should be quite interesting, to be honest. And of course, because I am playing as an OP side, I'm going to have some rules, and I'm just going to get the rules up on my phone right now. So yeah, here we go. So here are my rules and aims as well. So to produce Spanish talent through the youth academy, when signing players, aim for Spanish players. If a player wants to leave, immediately sell that player. Remember, no player is bigger than the club. No OP signings. That is absolute as well. And world-class difficulty, as you've all just seen. If it gets too easy, even just on world-class, we'll boost it up to legendary. But I don't think it should be too easy. Basically, as well, just adding an extra rule onto that. What I want to do is, if I do sell a player, if I'm going to try and avoid buying any players at all and just develop young Spanish talent. That is the aim. And to get Spain, like I say, more like Germany. I think Germany are pretty sound, to be honest. Germany are just going to be lonely, right on their own. Right, so let's just look at Suarez's suspension. Obviously, it's continued in FIFA, so that's nice and realistic. League objective, yeah. So what I'm gonna, sorry, I didn't read that league objective, sorry guys. Will be to win the league title, yeah, of course. So if I look at this now, we've got Song out on loan, Tallo out on loan, and Dwellafeo out on loan. Have we got any loanees in or anything? I don't think we have. That's all good then. So I'm gonna do my party trick and have a look at the positions, how many players we've got in each position. Ter Stegen, one of my favourite goalkeepers. So yeah, we've got 3 keepers. That's nice. That's easy to work with. We've got obviously our first choice, Bravo. Then in competition with him, Ter Stegen as well, who's actually the youngest keeper and nearly the best as well. He's only 1 behind Bravo. Bravo is going to be retiring soon, so we could look to bring up another keeper as well. We've got Masip, who again 70 rated. That's pretty decent to have for a 3rd choice keeper. Centre back situation, we got Bartra, Mascherano, Matthew, PK, and obviously Thomas Vermaelen. So that's quite a good situation to have with the centre backs. None of those look like they're going to be retiring soon. So I didn't realise Vermaelen was that young actually. I thought he was a bit older than that. We've got Adriano and of course Jordi Alba as the left backs. Then the right back situation, we've got a couple more. We've got Alves, Douglas and Montoya. So yeah, I'm not going to sell anybody yet. I'm going to sell if somebody comes in for them, or if there's not enough room, if there's too much room, and stuff like that, or if somebody's not getting enough game time, like one of the youths, I'll probably loan them out, but I'm not looking to do anything yet. I'm going to build with what we've got. I'm going to make a start on the youth academy shortly as well. So yeah, midfielders now, central attacking midfielders. We've got Rafinha, young talent, 78 rated. He looks really promising, doesn't he, actually? I mean, he's only 21 and he's already 78 rated. I think this guy's going to go places. Rakitic as well, fantastic player. He's still reasonably young as well. 26 years old with 83 overall, so yeah, pretty decent. We've got Sergio Busquets, who's 25, 85 rated, fantastic. Song, who we'll see how well he does out at West Ham. If he can improve, we'll probably keep hold of him if we can. Obviously, we've got Iniesta, who's 30 years old now, 89 rated, one of the best central midfielders in the game, brilliant player. Xavi, who's probably going to be retiring soon, so this is where we can look to bring up one of the youth players. But we've got a lot of, to be fair, our midfield, our club looks pretty decent, to be fair. Looking at that, I mean, we could possibly bring through one more youth, central midfielder. If I go out now and look through the youth, start scouting some Spanish talent, I think, yeah, we could probably just get one more good youth player. I think that would be pretty decent. With the left wingers, we've got Neymar, who's obviously fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing how well he grows. And Pedro as well, who's 83 rated. So, yeah, pretty decent. Munir, loved this guy. I loaned him. I did just like an off-camera career mode with, I think it was a championship side. I think it was like Watford. I got this guy on loan and he was an absolute beast. His growth is going to be fabulous. 18 years old, 71 overall. Not bad at all. So yeah, that's for the right wing. There's him, and I think like Messi can pretty much play right wing as well. Whether or not I start him as a striker just while Suarez is out, I'm not sure, but Munir can also play as a striker as well. It doesn't say he can there, but honestly, he can play as a striker, because that's where I signed him for Watford, and that's where I played him for Watford. And obviously we've got Leo Messi and Suarez as well, so we've got a pretty good squad, to be honest. There's not any, I don't need to make any signings. If I'm going to keep hold of that squad, then I don't need to make any signings whatsoever. So with my youth staff now, I could do with the best of the best, which is this Portuguese guy, Carlos Jardim. Even though I'm going to be sending him to Spain, it shouldn't matter too much anyway. So, just going to advance a little bit of time. Okay, so he's ready to scout now. The Champions League objective is to try and win that as well, so that should be very interesting indeed. I'm really looking forward to this, guys. I really am. I'm going to have a look at the contract situation as well, just to see if there's anybody who should need. Yeah, we'll send him out for 9 months. Just looking for any talent at all. Yeah, this should be pretty decent, people, honestly. Okay, so we've got Dani Alves, who's got a year remaining on his contract, and he's the only one that's got the least. The others have got 2 years, so that's nothing to worry about. We could possibly try and give Danny another contract now. Obviously he's got 12 months left, so I'm gonna offer him another contract because, like I say, I want to keep this as realistic as possible. I want to keep hold of Danny. I don't think he's going to be staying with Barcelona in real life, actually, but we'll see if we can tie him down to a contract. If not, it's no biggie, because I'm sure we can cope with... Oh, he's accepted it anyway, so that's fine. So yeah, we just offered him a year, and he's accepted it, basically, so that's fine by me. So just simming that now. Pedro scored for us. We won 2-0. With a weakened squad as well, so this is pretty decent, guys. We win again 2-1. Neymar and Pedro, so Pedro's in some good form. Okay, so we've had our first scouting update. So what I'm looking for in potential is massive potential. I'm gonna reject this guy. I'm gonna say potential of at least 82. Well, at least 80 on the potential. So, yeah, potential of becoming an 86 or 88 rated player. Obviously, I'm not going to accept this guy because his potential is a maximum of 66. But if the potential has to be at least a maximum of 80 for me to put them in the youth squad. So one thing that is worrying me a little bit is the striker situation, because obviously Messi is the only player that, Messi and Suarez are the only two players that can actually potentially play as a striker. So we've just beat Everton 3-1, by the way, which is pretty much expected anyway, even though we had a weakened squad. So I am thinking about signing another striker. And I don't, like I say, I'm going to avoid any OP signings, and I did want to avoid signing, any players at all and just developing. But when I showed you guys through the team, we don't have a great deal of strikers. So I'm just going to look at these youths, see who's ready. So this guy could potentially be a striker if you look at the positions he can play in. So I could hang on for a little bit to see where this guy falls, like which position he's going to suit, but I think it's going to be a central attacking position looking at that. But whether or not he turns into a striker or more of a midfielder, I'm not sure. It does remain to be seen. But I will keep checking up on that. And I'll see you all when we get into that game, the first game of the season against Elche in the Liga BBVA. So it should be an interesting game. I'll see you all when I get into that game. I'm just going to have a quick think about if I should get another striker or not. Right, guys, so I've just had a quick look at what Spanish strikers are out there. And to be fair, my only option if I'm going to buy one is going to be Roberto Soldado. There was 3 players I had in mind. Roberto Soldado, because personally I don't think he would be an OP signing. Also Fernando Torres, to try and help out his career and help him hit form again. But of course he's only out on loan, so I won't be able to get him this season. And of course Alvaro Negredo as well, who I really like. And again, I think that I don't think he would be. He's a great player, but I don't think he would be like an OP signing. But maybe you guys think he will be. So
Barcelona against Elche.
So first game of the season, you've all seen our lineup, but if not, if you missed it for some reason, both lineups are on the bottom of the screen right now. Check those out, and yeah, let's get into this game. Hopefully we can pick up 3 points in our opening game to the Liga BBVA. But I'm just hoping that, we can sort out this striker situation. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think in the comments as well. Oh, Neymar, how do you not get to that? Anyway, that's half time, guys, so it's 0-0 so far. Can Neymar make that run for me though? Pedro, can Neymar get to it? Oh, the keeper's got to it first, for God's sake. Pedro whips it in this time. Nobody's in the middle. Douglas has picked it up though. Oh my God, deflected in. Get in. Douglas's long shot is reflected in. Oh, this is great for the young man. It was a deflected goal, but it's well deserved, you have to say. We've had a lot more chances. Their keeper has kept them into this game. If you look at that shot, it's unfortunate to be fair. Neymar playing it into Messi. Messi slides in and it's in there. Yes, it is a bit of a cheese goal, but with the way this keeper has been playing, I have to take it. 2-0 now, and I think the 3 points are pretty much confirmed. Oh, brilliant ball from Mascherano. Can Xavi control it though? I think that's a penalty. It is a penalty. Xavi was brought down there. Let's just have a replay. Oh yeah, that's a definite penalty. Took him straight out. Messi stepping up here. Can we make it 3? And he does. 3-0. Lionel Messi with his second goal in the game. I have to admit, we've been pretty... I don't know if lucky is the right word. The goals look lucky. But when you see the chances that we've had, we've been having shot after shot. And that keeper, Elche's keeper, has just been palming everything away. So it's pretty unfair on their keeper. But the rest of their squad just haven't been a challenge for Barcelona at all. And that is the full-time whistle, guys. We've got our first win in our first competitive game. Look at them shots though. 16 shots, 11 of which were on target. It just goes to show what kind of a game their keeper had. So let's just sort of squad out for this away game versus Villarreal. Again, it's a league game. Mascherano, what have you done? Oh no, straight from the corner. Can they score? Yes, they do. Giovanni Dos Santos puts Villarreal 1-0 ahead in the first 10 minutes. Oh my god. Come on, you've got to punish that mistake. Get in there. Thank you, Iniesta. They made a mistake. We capitalised on it. That is what you do. You don't make mistakes like that against Barcelona, because that is just exactly what happens. Superb finish from Iniesta there though. Lovely. Loved that finish. So precise. So just professional. Just amazing. Great finish from Iniesta. And that has just put us level pegging just before half time. And there is that half time whistle. And we are 1-1. That is it, people. Oh, we've just got our first draw. That was shit, not gonna lie. Oh, I should have won that game. I'm going in. I'm going for it. 8.7 mil. It is deadline day, so if I fail, I'm pretty much screwed. I should be able to land this guy. The money that I've got, I should be able to land this guy. Is Soldado worth 10 mil? Perhaps not in real life, but in FIFA, I guess. You know, when you're desperate for a striker, I guess he is. Plus, he's a top player at Tottenham, according to the game. So, Spurs have accepted that. We're going to offer this guy 90k a week, 2 years, and I'm not going to give him a role, not yet, unless he asks for one. Reason being, they get too attached to that role and start getting mouthy with me. And when Suarez is back, Soldado's hardly going to get into the squad. And with Barcelona being a much better side than Spurs, Barcelona one of the best sides in the world, Spurs a team that only just qualify for the Europa League, how can Soldado refuse? So, of course he's accepted. We have signed Roberto Soldado. It is odd, isn't it? It is odd. I can't believe I've done it, but hell, let's see what happens. Games per episode. We've got a league game against Athletic Bilbao. Then we've got a Champions League game, group stage game against Olympiacos. Then after that, another BBVA game against Levante. So should be interesting. Good, some important games coming up there. Especially, it should be interesting to get into the Champions League. And I'm looking forward to having Suarez back as well. But I'm also looking forward to see how Soldado pans out as well. I've had him in Ultimate Team, and to be fair, he isn't at all too bad. So he could link up well, and having Messi and Neymar around you, Iniesta behind you, can't all be bad, can it? So yeah, should be interesting. Hope you're all looking forward to it as much as I am. And yeah, I'll see you all very, very soon.